Hello and welcome back to the return of Sound Surfing with your host, Samuel Acede. In this episode, we're going to be covering Give Up by the Postal Service. Released on February 18th, 2003, Give Up was the one and only album from the Postal Service, a supergroup duo made up of Ben Gibbard, the lead singer of Death Cab for Cutie, and producer Jimmy Tamborello. While the album had little promotion on release, Give Up has grown a massive following over the years for its huge influence on indie pop and indie-tronica. With Gibbard's boyish voice and personal, imaginative lyrics, along with the blocky and glitchy production, Give Up was unlike no other album at the time of release. Now let's hit the waves and cover Give Up song by song. The District Sleeps Alone Tonight kicks off the album with a very cold, lone synth. But as the song progresses, the synth is joined by these colorful electronic sounds and the crinkle of what sounds like vinyl, which is present throughout the entire album. The song's lyrics tell about a long-distance relationship and its pains, ending with a climactic finish with all the elements coming together, my favorite being Jenny Lewis's backing vocals, which is a consistent and wonderful part of this album, all the way through. The District Sleeps Alone Tonight is an intriguing and interesting way to kick off the album, and it leaves you wanting to stick around and see what else they do. The second song off the album is the lead single, Such Great Heights. On this song, the instrumental is much more colorful and bubbly, and it carries such a fun bounce. Gibbard switches back and forth between the right and left channels, and it creates such a vast soundscape. It's no mystery why this was the lead single, as its more energetic and lighter production is so inviting and warm. Sleeping In is the first occurrence of this album weaving in environmental and political themes, talking about both the JFK assassination and climate change. The song is like a hug with apathy, where Gibbard is fully embracing the state of the world and is just content staying under the covers and sleeping in. The instrumental is clunky in the best of ways and really fits the ironic vibe of this song, knocking the listener a bit off kilter, while still singing along to every word. Nothing Better showcases an argument between a couple as an almost intellectual debate. This duet between Ben Gibbard and Jenny Lewis is wonderfully quirky while still hitting home the heartbreak. Recycled Air is a very floaty and airy track. This is one of the best showcases of one of my favorite parts of this album. In a lot of the songs, Gibbard will repeat lyrics over and over as the song closes, which feels like you are being covered with the emotion and the meaning of the words, and it drills into your heart. Gibbard's lyrics are incredibly imaginative and playful, and Recycled Air is one of his best showcases of his special brand of writing. Clark Gable brings back the energy from Such Great Heights, as its lyrics and instrumental go hand in hand in telling the story of someone trying to perfectly script and plan out being in love. It paints a really colorful picture of something really heartbreaking. This song really hits deep for me, for some reason I can't really explain. Gibbard uses the perfect words to burrow into your brain and hit the feels, and Clark Gable is a shining example of that. We Will Become Silhouettes returns to the environmental aspect of the album, interweaving it with a decaying relationship. But unlike Sleeping In, Gibbard isn't content, and is almost pleading for something real and not plastic. This song is one of my favorite instrumentals on the album, as its bubbly synths are so playful, even if they are in front of a rather dreary backdrop. This Place is a Prison is the most desolate song off Give Up, living up to the album's title. Its synths are crunchy and a lot of the life in Gibbard's vocals are gone. This song is then joined by really metallic and industrial drums, which are really jarring and dark. By far the most dark song off the album, it's a reminder of the album's weary foundations. Brand New Colony is my favorite song off the album, as it breaks away from the previous track's hopelessness, as Gibbard reassures the person he loves that he will be there for them no matter what, and that he will help them break away from all the negative things around them. Accompanied by a breakbeat, the track is hopeful in a way that doesn't try to deceive the listener. It's honest in its hopefulness, which is why I love it so much. Give Up ends nearly smothering the listener. Natural Anthem starts with a swirling synth and a breakbeat, and it builds so much that the microphones start peaking, and then it washes away and ends with just a few lines and an abrupt end. I love this song because it's just a release of all the emotions and feelings that have been building up over the album, while still leaving the listener a little bare and uncomfortable. So that's Give Up. When I first listened to this album, I wasn't hooked. I liked a couple of songs off it, but nothing really kept my attention. That was until I gave this album a re-listen over the summer, and I fell in love. There is not a single weak spot off this project, and it is incredibly re-listenable as all of its elements still feel so fresh. My top 3 songs you should check out are The District My top 3 songs you should check out are The District Sleeps Alone Tonight, Clark Gable, and Brand New Colony. And if you love those songs half as much as I do, you will love Give Up. Thanks for riding the tide with me, and remember to stay afloat. Goodbye.